and I'm reviewing this, which is the DC Comics Spin Master Batman, Batman and Batmobile. This is from DC Fandome. It's exclusive. We got Adult Collector 14 on here. We got the Batman logo, and then this is the box is black and yellow. And to get it out, you have the other. And then here it is out of box. And this was done for DC's Fandome event. And typically there's a Comic-Con every year, but then coronavirus. DC Fandome exclusive. I'm not sure if this would have been a Comic-Con exclusive had Comic-Con happened, but either way, it's really cool, and it's never really exclusive we've ever gotten from Spin Master like that. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to pick up. We got some actually translucent. You can actually see the Batman on the inside. Like, yeah, see Spin Master, and then you know, Master is typically for set is like here you have the DC logo. Batman logo, and then on this side you have the Batman logo, and I don't know if there's a Batman logo. No, there's a Batman logo back. Yeah. What's cool about this, it's Velcro. You can strap out, pull this up. You have the Batmobile positioned very nicely in box with the Batman for this series, and it just looks so cool. And the idea of this is definitely more of a display piece. You're not really supposed to take this out of the box, but I'm going to be honest. If I bought this, which I did, and I never took out of the box, I would always blame myself. So yeah, I can't be an inbox collector. I'm proud of those who are, but I just don't have that kind of patience. And yeah, it just looks really cool. There's this metal grating, and it's supposed to be like a cave back here, but the Batmobile just looks awesome. Batman has the extra long cape, and yeah, let's get these out of packaging and look at them some more. To open the Batmobile, you are going to have to pull the cardboard out. My only complaint with this set is I wish it wasn't this hard to get it out of packaging, because I feel like there are a lot of people who are going to be like, oh, I want to open this, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin the packaging. But yeah, you do kind of have to take it out of the packaging and do that, just letting you guys know, because you don't want to accidentally try to grab it, because there's a wire on top of it, and I thought if you cut the wire, it would just come out, but you do have to take the plastic things off, just letting people know about that. So here we have Batman and the Batmobile out of packaging, and as you can see, they look really cool together. Taking a look at Batman first, this might be my favorite Spin Master Batman. As you can see, he has this super long cape, and this is like a cloth cape. It's so much different than the nylon capes that the common figures come with, or the regular figures, not the common, I guess the regulars, because it's more of like an exclusive one-off thing. But I gotta say, I love this cape, and this cape feels so nice. It doesn't have a hole in it, and it just looks perfect. I'm like, look, it actually covers Batman's feet, and actually can go around his shoulders, like just like in the comic books. It is attached to his head, which is a little weird, but at the same time, it's really cool, and it's a really long cape. Like, just look how long this is, like if I have it folded out here. And then looking at Batman himself, this is painted a little bit nicer than the average Spin Master figure, and it shows you what Spin Master can really accomplish when they have, when they're really setting their mind to it. Like, look at this. It's almost kind of like it matches the paint on the Batmobile, almost like a battle-damaged, metallic, scarred Batsuit, and this thing just looks so cool. And it even has it on the gloves, too. There's shading on the gloves, like, throughout the suit. The belt is yellow, and then even down on the knee pads, it just looks like a Batman who's been in a fight, and man, does this thing just look legit awesome. And as for articulation for this Batman figure, it is the same with the other Spin Masters. You do have 360 at the head. Just be careful because the cape is attached to the head, so you want to be careful with how you're going to move that around. You got 360s at the arms, swing out at the shoulder, bendability at the elbow, and 360 rotation. The legs forwards, backwards, and outwards. You got a 360 at the thigh, single joint knees, and the feet rotate 360 at the knee. So in terms of articulation, it's very well made, and also the cape itself, the cape is so cool. The cape really makes this Batman. And while I did not buy this set particularly for the Batman, Batman was definitely one of the reasons I wanted this set, and this Batman definitely makes it probably Spin Master's best single Batman yet. Now, this is a repaint of the first Batmobile that Spin Master gave us, which could be considered a bad thing. That's the White Knight Batmobile, but I consider it a good thing because if you come back here, where this little thruster is, and you pull out, you have the Batboat included. So you do actually get two vehicles with this. This is the 2-in-1 Batmobile. So it's actually not just the one Batmobile, but you get the included mini Batboat. And I think this is really cool. And one thing I like about these two And I think I mentioned this when I reviewed the first Batmobile, is there's consistency in the paint job. Like, you'll notice, like, this has, like, battle-scarred silver. This has battle-scarred silver wash on it as well. And just the paint design on both of these are really cool. Like, I mean, if you look at this, it's covered in this entire wash that almost matches Batman's costume, like the silver wash. And that silver wash looks so good. And it's, like, kind of going all around it, almost like it's been a gunfight. It's also got these silver hubcaps. It's not something I believe the original White Knight Batmobile had. I'll compare them in a minute, but it just looks really cool. I also like the detailing in here. Even though the sculpted detail is more or less the same, I just think it looks cool. I always like these silver pipes on the first one, and it really looks good with this gold here. Like, these gold, like, X's, just the way they did this, it looks really nice. And again, you have more of that silver wash and the pipes, and it's just a really detailed looking Batmobile. Like, it was really detailed before they added in all this paint, but the paint makes it look really cool. You also have these two Canon guns down here, and then you have the yellow bat eyes, and then you have, again, more of that silver wash, and it does open at the front, too. And when you slide the Batboat back in, you get Batman's kind of seat to sit in, which looks pretty cool. And then if you look on the back here, you do have the silver thruster, which is neat. I like this giant thruster. And then you can just like slide this out at any time you want. And you do have some silver on this side as well, and some more of the vent. But just really the paint job just really makes this thing. And it's surprising. But you also have some gold paint on here. And again, you have that silver wash. You also have the silver bat emblems, which look really cool. There was a lot of confusion when this toy first came out. A lot of people were like, it's a Batman, it's a Batmobile and a Batplane. I mean, the way this looks to me, it just looks like a boat, and we did eventually get a comic book that confirmed this was a Batboat, but for some reason, it got a lot of confusion when it first came out. I was like, it's a Batplane, but to me, just the way the sides of it are and everything, it looks like a Batboat. I don't know why I felt the need to mention that, but I did. But yeah, just, it's really cool to see how the paint lines up between the three of these and this wash, and it looks really nice together. And just be careful when you're getting Batman in here, because you don't want to damage that cape. This is going to be one of the nicest capes they've ever given us, so to be honest, after this, I might not put Batman in here. I might, we'll see. But just be careful, because you don't want to damage the cape. And then here we have Batman in the Batboat, looking pretty cool. And here we have a comparison with the original release for this Batmobile that came out in January. This is the White Knight design for the Batmobile. And I thought this was a really good Batmobile. I actually liked it. I thought it had a lot of good detailing. And this Batmobile, I actually like more. But one thing that's, to me, really interesting is, you know, where this Batmobile had a lot of sculpted details and everything, a big issue, I would say, with this Batmobile kind of versus this Batmobile is it just wasn't painted enough. Like, these pipes are painted, and this is painted, but hardly anything else is painted. Like, the hubcaps aren't painted, but on this one, the hubcaps are painted. On this painted, this painted, and you know, for some people, like, it's just a little bit of extra paint, so it's not much, but they also did add a new wash to it, and I think the black just looks so much better. And I really think if they had done a better paint job on this Batmobile, I think it would have gotten more well received. But just to kind of like show you some side-to-side shots, they're more or less the same Batmobile. Their biggest difference is just the paint job, really. But the wash on this one is really nice, because whereas this is just silver or beige, this one is black, but it also has like this metallic wash on it, and it just looks so cool. And then here's a comparison between the two mini Batboats. And I always thought this feature was really fun on the Batmobile. Obviously harkens back to Kenner's days. But yeah, it just looks really cool. And you can see, again, I kind of like this one a little bit more. But this one is pretty nice. I did like what they did here. And I think it looks cool. So overall, I think this is really cool. Definitely the best Batman we've gotten from Spin Master. And the paint on the Batmobile and the Batboat is just awesome. And I will say this is not going to be a set for everybody, and I do feel like a majority of people who buy this are just going to buy it as the collector item, as it's intended to be, but it's definitely a really nice set, and I think they did a really good job with it, and yeah, they really knocked it out of the park. I do recommend, though, if you are buying this for your kids, you might just want to be careful with the cape, because the way the cape is attached via the head, I am afraid it's going to break off pretty easily. But aside from that, it's just a really amazing set. It's got this really nice paint job, and I like the consistency in the wash between Batman, his suit, and the vehicles. I just think it looks really cool, and it really shows what Spin Master can do when they really go out there and try. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.